Okay, so today I'll be doing a movie from 2004 called Miracle. And if you know the story of the 1980s Olympic US team, they were the underdogs going into it, a team made of mostly 19, 20-year-old college kids. And a lot of them didn't even have any NHL experience. They weren't even on NHL teams' radars. USA going to the tournament was not a favorite to win. However, it tells you the story of Herb Brooks, who's the coach, played by Kurt Russell. He leads this team of ragtag friends, college students, and he leads them to victory, basically, over the Soviets, which, if you remember from 1972, they dominated Canada. Well, not dominated, but they were pretty even with Canada. And in the 70s, during the whole Iron Curtain scare, USA and Russia hated each other. It was amidst the Cold War. This series was, the game between USA and Russia was definitely something to look forward to. Now, I'll be visiting some of the locations. These ones are very fun. I think this will be my first sports video. Yeah, it will be. First sports movie, and it'll be really good because you'll see some of the arenas. You'll see some of the live action, where the live action took place, basically, practices and games. And they're very interesting. Now, this movie was made by Disney. However, it's not a typical Disney film. It's great for all sports fans. So if you have not seen Miracle from 2004, doing 1980, definitely check it out. So I'm in front of what it would have been the Bloomington Ice Arena. Now this was set in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So let's take a look at the arena that they had some of the... Now this arena, by the way, was only for practices. None of the games took place here. That will be a different place. But let's take a look at this arena here. They also had the tryouts and practices here. So let's take a look. So it would have been about this angle here, perhaps a little bit higher. Let me just get up here. Now, being in 1980, there would have been different cars all along here. For those of you who are into cars, you can probably tell me what it is, but what kind of cars they are. So there's a bit about this angle here. Bloomington Ice Arena, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and there would have been the sign at the top of that apex triangle there, where it showed Bloomington with a puck. That screen, by the way, was also in the movie. But you can tell, like, just based on the angle here, this was green, still is, the bricks on the side here, and the unique frame here, the apex. We're gonna go inside in a minute and you'll see how prominent that frame is in the movie. Let's go take a look. Okay, so I'm in here. As you can hear, there's a lacrosse game going on right now. I'm not in the winter season, so they took the ice out. There's flooring in, but let's get some action inside the arena. Recognize this roof and triangle? Yep, that's because at the far side here, look at that. That would have been the net there. And you can see that there's a black box that would have been a little different. That would have been about here. You can tell that there's even this man ladder there. And behind the net it would have said Bloomington Sports Arena. Look at this roof. Very noticeable. Also, so we see them gathering at around center ice after we'll warm up. That would have been right here. You can recognize the benches. The doors are actually open, but this would have been the tunnel here. Those where the players can go for the dressing rooms and whatnot. But there are the two benches there, the center. Where am I sitting? Recognize these blue seats? Okay, so here we are. This is where another angle, just from where they're using the arena for, at this point here, suicide skates, blue line to blue line. But in the background here, you can really they removed all these banners, by the way, but there's a scoreboard in the back. There's also this gate here where the Zamboni goes through. You can even see that there's the white paneling here, but I still can't get over the roof. This is where Team USA used in Minnesota. Now I'll be showing you where they would have filmed the arena in Norway, and this would have been in Oslo, Norway, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Oslo, Norway, and this is where they were doing two things. The first thing is it would have been the setting for exhibition game. However, that exhibition game never actually took place in this arena. It took place somewhere else. This inside the arena is where they used for the tryouts. So I'm going to show you the outside here. It doesn't look like much right now, but trust me, it will. This lamppost here, you can even see that it had the Norway flag on it. And let's just go behind this tree. Oh, by the way, there would have been some old cars here. Just remember, this is 1980, so they would have been parked about here. And what do we see behind this tree? Well, first of all, too, there would have been a flag in front of me, an imaginary flag. The flagpole doesn't exist, or it used to and they took it down. But let's hit him behind a tree. That tree was obviously a lot smaller 14 years ago when they made a movie. But this arena sign, this orange, red, whatever you want to call it, arena sign, and I do apologize, it's blocked by this tree, but you can definitely see that there. Let's go inside and see where the action took place. Alright, what do you know? Another lacrosse game, but this is where they would have done the arena. This would have been, if I'm not mistaken, Colorado, where they excuse me, held the tryout. Now, in the back here, you can see this upper level here. Almost like a press box, and that's where Herb Brooks would have been having an eye up on the team. See which players he wanted to pick and whatnot. Okay, so from almost exactly this angle here would have been where they were announcing which players made the team and which players didn't. You can see that there's this pole here on the left, this one on the right here. These boards here would have been red. The coaching staff standing there. You see the railings, the tunnels, and everything on the left here. And this is where the players would have been in this angled part of the stands. Alright, so this is where the coach would have said, guys like Eruzione, Suter, Morrow, you guys made the team. To the rest of you, better luck next year. Yeah, I'm really glad we made the team. Huh? Who's that?